And welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Westbound. I am Admiral Tirak of the battleship GCS Chomper, along with our co-battleship GCS Spike, as we continue our campaign against the remain of the Romulan Star Empire. As you can see, not a whole heck of a lot of green is left on this map, and as far as I can tell, there's only like one more station left, maybe two, until we have basically gone down to wipe-up duties, which probably is going to happen before we get our third battleship. Anyway, things are definitely looking up for us. A second battleship more than doubles our firepower because it's a BBX. So we have a BBF and a BBX. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the next few battles. So let's put out into space. Let's start causing some havoc and let us engage in a surprised reversed. Okay, honestly, this is not the best way. Okay, I suppose it might be the best way to start a mission after having spent a ton of cash on a battleship, because surprised reversed pays out really well. It's generally, I think, between 300 and 450 prestige. It's a great amount of cash that they like to give you, and for, well, basically no threat. We are escorted, of course, today by the GCS Gadar, which is equipped with a single R-type plasma torpedo and two F-type plasma torpedoes. Some sort of medium cruiser, I suppose. The enemy is charging up and getting ready to get into combat. We're currently looking at a frigate. Yeah, just frigates here. So, no real challenge of any kind. I'm starting to think that the Lyrans have the crappiest ships in game. Now, follow my logic here. This is purely based on a battle point value estimate, because the enemy, in all the campaigns that we've done, when they're part of the Klingon, Lyran, Romulan alliance, that whole show, they always start fielding surprise reversed missions with a whole bunch of Lyran ships. And all I can imagine is that their economy base is so low that when the game generates missions, it can't generate a mission with more expensive ships. Because these are little tiny Lyran frigates. They're worthless to basically anything. And I can only imagine that it is picking these ships because this is the cheapest sort of surprise reverse fleet that it can possibly make, because they don't have the cash for anything else. That's what I'm starting to think is going on here. Now, I may be totally wrong about that, but I think it's a good theory. Although, if you do know exactly why the game decides to just start throwing Lyrans at the player at this point of the game, let me know. So we will select an R and an S. Maybe we'll get away with just... Oh, he's just unloaded every single thing that he's got. So he's wasted all of his firepower. The AI does not know how to not overkill. Target you. I'm going to target you with an R and an S. Two more into you. Yeah, that kills you. Oh, it didn't kill you. Holy crap. Let's engage with an F-type. Oh, didn't need to. Engage you with all the phasers in the world. All the phasers in the world was not enough phasers, it would seem. However, thankfully, the Spike is definitely on point with that. All weapon select. If you're still left, you're going to be fired at this one. Oh, we definitely need to slow down. I didn't quite remember that we were traveling at super high speeds. A single F-type torpedo is all we currently have engageable. And that surely will not destroy the enemy. Yeah, as you can see, only did a little bit of damage. Long-range fire coming in from the pseudo-fighters from... The Spike... Oh yeah, the Spike must have dumped the pseudo-fighters. Keep firing. Keep firing. Stern. And this will definitely finish you off. There we go. Mission complete. 2 battleships and a medium cruiser sent on this mission. Yeah. There was really no other possible outcome for that. So let's see what kind of prestige we're dealing with here. 300 prestige. Okay. And a neutral tile. And we'll keep on putting the pressure on. So it doesn't look like we found any other stations. So this could be it. We're not going to do another surprise reverse. That would just be... That would be kind of dull, actually. So putting on a patrol, going on a mission, hitting that red alert, and increasing speed, of course. This time we will need, of course, the Wild Weasel. We're looking at a light cruiser, and just a light cruiser. We are escorted today by the Deathwing, which, that's not horrific. That's like a light cruiser. Although I thought I saw... Oh, so BRX. I thought it said BBX, and I was like, wait a second, we're being escorted by another battleship? And then I saw that it was, you know, pirate, and I was like, wait a second, pirates have battleships? They actually do. They do have their own dreadnoughts. They're just kind of rare. Let's also make sure that we get our speed up to the proper combat speed. Yeah, you're probably going to be the more dangerous one to have to deal with, so I'm going to aim in on you. I only want the forward shields to be reinforced at this time, because that'll give us the most efficiency. The more shields that you spread out your the more shields that you spread your auxiliary power out to when you do the reinforcement, the less effective it becomes. Basically, 1 point of power put into one shield is, well, 1 damage. However, if you have 1 point of power and you put it into 6 shields, it's 1/6 of a point of damage. So, obviously, greatest efficiency occurs when you decide I'm only going to supercharge 1 shield, which is why you can get opportunities like this, where we're currently buffing our forward shield 21.6 points of power. We could literally take a plasma F to the face and not even care. And we've got incoming still from this little frigate. He's trying to get in. He's really soaring in. He is eager to get into the fight with the battleships. And, buddy, I think you're going to regret that. Send a probe off his way, just to sort of figure out exactly what he thinks he's getting into. And you don't have D-type plasma torpedoes, so let's get the pseudo-fighters engaged. I like to baby my pseudo-fighters a little bit, I know, but that's because they're 212 a pop. That is just absurd kinds of expense here. So he is cloaking, so we're not going to have an opportunity to just annihilate him. Let's slow down, get that forward shield to the maximum power that we can. And gosh darn it, I forgot to shut this off. So if you're just going to do that, I'm going to come around and I'm going to basically unload my plasma torpedoes on him. So he's fired his phaser threes, wasn't able to get anything in on that. And R-type plasma torpedo is both in range and ready to fire, so engage. Oh, please don't kill his pseudo-fighters. They're expensive and I have to pay for them. Yeah, I was expecting that. I gotta pay for those, man. They're 105 a pop. I'm really surprised that he wasted that much firepower into it. Wait until the attack shift goes away. It's gone. Kill, death, murder, destruction. Yeah, frigate destroyed. And other target enemy, the Atrox. He is still hidden in his cloak, so we can't yet annihilate him. We're going to line up, though, on him. Just get ready for, a massive phaser barrage. Come on, a cloak. Just, I dare you. I double dare you. I triple dog dare you. As soon as you come out of cloak, I can kill you. That's basically all we're waiting for. So, our phasers are about to come online and be ready to do the killing. And our plasma torpedoes, nowhere near being online. So we're accelerating to a speed where we'll basically be able to hang with him and just stay right on top of him. And if he keeps moving to my stern, I'll be able to fire a stern-firing plasma torpedo right into him. And that'll be hilarious. Just surrender and die, please. You'll also notice that my pseudo-fighters have more powerful shields than Spike's pseudo-fighters, because my pseudo-fighters are, like, basically small starships at this point. He's coming to cloak. All weapons fire. They've got better shielding. Are you tractor beaming him? I didn't realize you could do that. I'm even more impressed with my pseudo-fighters. I love these little things. Yes, they're 212 a pop, but they're hilarious and powerful. Another 102 prestige, and more than 102 prestige was now spent on having to replace that pseudo-fighter, so that's we're not going to do a base assault if we don't have to. We've been on base assaults. We know how they go. They are absolute devastating slugfests, where you are just as likely to lose your ship if you get the really hard one. I don't want to face that, especially not so far in this campaign. It just would be... It would be devastating to lose it. I think we're being... Yep, once again, the Deathwing is on our escort wing. So we are being, again, escorted by the privateers who support Gorn sovereignty in the area. Actually, no, they support the amount of latinum that we are paying them to support our support of sovereignty. Something like that. Oh, looks like a K9 dreadnought. And a second dreadnought. And they're... and they're in close formation. Oh, God. So we have basically the Derritex and a Klingon K9. Okay. This could get ugly really fast. This dreadnought here is likely a lighter form of dreadnought. Oh, and I think we're also seeing... Oh, we got an Orion heavy cruiser. So we're going to look at you first as it swings by. I'm going to assume you're basically me with X-type weapons, I would also assume. So, you're slightly lighter than me, and you are You have a lot of plasma torpedoes. They're both slightly lighter than me. So there is that. Let's also double check and make sure that we go that. I didn't see any D-type plasma torpedoes. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I didn't see it. And if that's the case, we can definitely deploy our pseudo-fighters. That'll be an additional 4 plasma torpedoes apiece for 8 full plasma torpedoes for 160 damage. That's some efficiency. Make sure that we're keeping track of that. Our plasma torpedoes are fully charged, and our forward shields are fully buffed. So we're getting ready to basically clash with Terror. Get ready for the killing. And in fact, I'm going to say... Thank you. I'm going to need it. So start slowing down to our speed of 4. We're going to Star Castle this a little bit. Fire the R-type plasma torpedo. And select all weapons. Prepare for a full workup. Here comes the shot. Oh. Come on. Cut your speed. He is. Alright, he's done it. Enemy attack shift right now. So yeah, he deployed a shuttle. Pick it off. Come on, guys. Got it. All weapons select. Ready to fire. Stand by all weapons. Once that attack shift goes away, we're going to unload everything we got. Everything you've got right now. You may engage at will. I'm hoping for just one big chunking kill. Come on, do it. Do it. It wasn't enough. The amount of firepower we just poured into that, and it still wasn't enough. Wow. That is just something for a Dreadnought. The amount of firepower he just ate was incredible. How are you doing? He's still at full health. Oh boy. That's just impressive. Both on the amount of firepower that he took and the fact that GCS Spike only lost basic forward shielding. He's still in great condition. And we are currently on track to continue to engage the Gigas. The Gigas? The Gigas. So we're currently still set up, ready to fight and shoot at him. He's used up all his weaponry. I'm perfectly happy to have him just try and kill this guy. So we are point blank range. Phasers are ready. Unfortunately, he's still cloaked, so we have no target. And our little pseudo-fighter doing a fast little jig there, making sure that he can get on an angle that he feels is appropriate for him to engage. Come on, decloak. I've got a whole bunch of phasers with your name on it. And I've got an R-type plasma torpedo with your name on it. So a little bit of light fire going out. Manages to hit. He's coming out of cloak. All weapons fire. I don't have any plasma torpedoes that can get involved in this. But that does mean he is getting ready to engage with his own plasma torpedoes. Our little pseudo-fighters getting involved, doing a lot of damage. Oh, I love it. We're basically opening him up completely. Our starboard side plasma torpedoes are about to come online too. Come on, just a little bit more. Almost charged. Oh, he's just unloaded there. Not good. We've got our own massive barrage. Both of our R-type plasma torpedoes right on into him. He dumped a wild weasel from cloak? You little jerk. Let's see. Can I do marine boarding? Actually, nah, not while he's cloaked. That's super frustrating. Because he's just sitting there. He's dead. He knows he's dead. All weapons on target. Ready to fire. Now we just gotta sit here and wait for him to come out of cloak. Phasers engaged. Point blank range. Just start plinking away at him. I've got some plasma torpedoes that I'm waiting with. I hate this about the Romulans, that they can just do this. It's annoying, because he's not going to win the fight. He is so heavily damaged that his speed is 4.5. He's just not going to be able to defeat 2 battleships on top of him. So all he's doing is he's prolonging this fight. I'm freeing you from the fleet action. You may engage as you see fit. Let's get back up to our speed of 4. Basically, we're on target. We're ready to kill him. And he's sitting there in cloak. Like, this is absurd and annoying. Absurdly annoying. Oh, we've got him. He's been grabbed. Come on, kill him now. Another 217 damage was dealt him in that. There he goes. Now he's dead. Oh, last enemy. So good job, everybody. And I'm going to pull you back into the fleet. Let's get up to a speed of 15. He's definitely going to need repairs after this one. I mean, he's taken some damage. There's no way around that. And 126 is the distance we have to travel, so let's just set it up. It's going to be about 10 turns to get there, unless we want to really step on it, which we might. Prep another one of these. Yeah, we've got 2 already, but it never hurts to have more. Get up to our speed of 20. Half of our plasma torpedoes are still charging. The petty conflict. I agree. And the Deathwing. Looks like the petty conflict is finally really getting the business taken to him, as the Deathwing finally decides, oh, they're coming to help me. Now is when I should really kill him. We are 3 turns away from being in range to actually kill this guy. So just a little bit closer is all we need. R-type plasma torpedo selected. We're going to do the long-range work. I think his shuttle bay is down anyway, and we didn't even have to get to him. So the Deathwing just kind of wasting time until, you know, we finally finished our job. So mission complete. Closing session. Please neutralize the tile. I think I do need to go home and fix the spike, and I'd rather do that just here. 298 prestige. The tile is not taken. Pop back here. Kick off a mission here. Just to sort of make a little cash on our way back so that we can afford to repair the spike. We are ready to rock. Hit that red alert. Increase that speed. And if this is the case, this is kind of hilarious and really sad. We're prepping a Wild Weasel. We're also making sure that we reinforce that forward shield because you never know. But from what we're seeing, we're squaring off against a frigate and a freighter. Escorting us today is, of course, the GCS Spike, the Deathwing once again, and the GCS Guitar, who is, from what I'm assuming, a battle cruiser, or maybe a light cruiser? What are you? You're a medium cruiser, with 2 R-type plasma torpedoes. Oh, a third one has shown up. It was a light cruiser. Okay. Alrighty. Game, you need to stop being mean to yourself. You shouldn't hate yourself, you should love yourself. After all, we love you. And, yeah, this is basically suicide for these guys. They don't stand a chance. It's a little bit annoying. Because, yeah, it's a freighter and a light cruiser and a frigate. And that's who we're squaring off against. That's the grand battle to be fought. Oh, look, he's got a single G-type plasma torpedo. Fire the R-type plasma torpedo. I might be able to kill him with phasers alone. He's dumped his Wild Weasel. Wait for it. Wait for it. There, it's been hit. Continue to close on him at full speed. Phaser selected. Range is closing. Attack ship, go away, please. Engage with all phaser firepower. There we go. He was just waiting for that. And incoming weapons fire onto the spike. The spike has, of course, wisely Wild Weaseled. And we will now engage with our own engage his pseudo fighters with our plasma Ds. Let the point defense systems handle all the hard work. Avoid those plasma torpedoes. Not that they can actually hit us, but, you know, avoid them nonetheless. So we're currently starting the Gallia X-Ray. Who, oh, nope, there's also the Impovitus? The Impovitus. We'll select an R-type plasma torpedo. We'll close to a range of 15-ish and fire it at him, unless he's flying directly away from us. He is, so we're going to have to get a little bit closer than that. So the Impovitus, armed with 2 D-type plasma torpedoes. Completely not a threat. I thought you were decloaking for a second. He's not a threat in any way whatsoever. So killing him really is a waste of time. I mean, we're going to have to do it just to end the mission, but there's no, like, rush on this. Stern weapons. We're ready to dump an S-type plasma torpedo on him as soon as we can. The trouble is that, well, he's cloaked, so we can't shoot anything at him. If the Impovitus comes in this direction, we can fire an R-type plasma torpedo at him. It'll be hilarious. He's coming in this direction. Fire the R-type plasma torpedo. No, not all weapons select. That would be mean. And he took it right on the nose. All phasers select. Phasers killed him. The Gallia X-Ray is the only ship left in the enemy fleet. Let's increase the speed of time. We are wasting time after all. R-type plasma torpedo has no shot because by the time we turned around he had cloaked, which honestly is the wisest decision to make. I mean, when a battleship is looking at you is not the time you want to be out of cloak. Slow down, slow down. All phasers, prepare to engage from point-blank range. All weapons engaged. Oh, we just dumped a whole bunch of firepower into a WoW Weasel. Luckily, the spike was there to back that up, and we were now able to actually kill the enemy. But really, at that point, it was a light cruiser versus 2 battleships, a heavy cruiser and a medium cruiser. I mean, what were you expecting? See how much prestige we managed to make for that one? 108. Not a whole lot, but then again, wasn't exactly a fair fight. Supply yard, of course, 64 points to patch that, plus an additional 18. We'll give him a couple more WoW Weasels. They are, of course, incredibly important. And, yeah, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to. Oh, so expensive. I hope you don't lose. If you lose them, I'm going to cry. Because this is just... The amount of cash in that is just gigantic. So please don't waste them. Because they're really, really good. And I don't want to have to waste them. That's actually going to wrap it up for an episode right there. I've just checked my timer. And, yeah, we are making inroads against the final enemy position at 2312. Or at least what we assume is the final enemy position. We're currently working out of their planet at 2113. So, yeah, they're probably mostly done for at this point. That's going to wrap it up for an episode for today. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment and I will see you all in the next episode.